Greetings amigos, Chef Billy Joe Wilson from Bill and Ted's. I have an awesome Italian chicken beet salad I want to share with y'all today. Me and my sous chef Steve-O got to go on a field trip the other day and just kind of get to explore and look at some different ingredients. And I told him before we actually made the trip that I want you to just kind of open your mind and let some of the ingredients speak to you. And these are some of the ingredients while we were out that we just really intrigued us. We wanted to come up with a recipe that we could share with you guys from our experience, and here it is. It's a real simple dish. It's got a couple of steps, but I mean it's really easy. Anybody can do it. You want to get a medium saucepan, about like this, about this size. I like working with tongs. You can use a rubber spatula, wooden spoon, whatever your weapon of choice is. So you want to start your heat off about a medium-high heat. Go ahead and place your pan back on there. First, you want to grab some olive oil. I use extra virgin olive oil. It's got a good smoke point. It brings a lot of flavor and enhances the dish. It really offers just a nice subtle kiss of that perfection that people that really enjoy the taste of olive oil talk about. So you want to put some of that in your pan. Alright. Pan's already kind of nice and warm. You see how that starts to sheen off of there when I move that back and forth? That's kind of the heat you're looking for. You don't want to have it too hot because it'll start to burn really quickly. So I'm going to turn my fire down just a little bit. Okay. Next I'm going to grab my beets. Now the gold beets had to be the first ingredient that Steve-O and I found that just really kind of caught our eye. We told the guy at the produce section to cut us a piece off, and I mean it's really interesting. It's nice, sweet, kind of brought a different taste and flavor profile to beets than what you normally think of. So I want to add those in the pan. Next I'm going to go for my red beets. These are just your traditional red beets. We shredded both of these on a mandolin. If you don't have a mandolin available, you can use a knife. Just take your time. There's no rush on this. You don't want to lose a finger over a salad. That's just silly. Okay, I got that in there. I want to use my tongs to kind of mix it up. You kind of see those colors in there already just kind of start to come together and make just such a beautiful dish already from the beginning. So I'm going to add that back to the fire. I'm going to go ahead and let that sit for a minute. As I'm letting that sit, I'm going to add some julienne green bell peppers. Just a little bit. You want a little bit to bring for color, bring a little bit different texture. I want to get these caramelized first before I add anything else. I am going to add a dash of kosher salt just to let that flavor come out of the ingredients. Let those natural flavors work and come together. Now while you're cooking this, if it seems like your thing is starting to get too dry because those are pretty hearty root veggies, you can always add a little bit of olive oil, but I think if you just kind of watch your temperature, that'll solve a lot of your issues. Okay, let's go ahead and turn my heat back up slightly. As this is caramelizing, the next ingredient you want to get some shredded chicken. Now we had some that we cooked with Italian seasoning, shredded it up. You want to get some cranberries, some walnuts, candied walnuts, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, garlic, pepper flake. This is all going to come together and start bringing this dish really together. You start to hear that cook down. That's what you're looking for. You see how all those flavors are starting to marry in the pan together? That's exactly what you're looking for. Okay. So I'm going to add my chicken, candied walnuts, and my cranberries. I want to mix that together. See how pretty that is when everything starts to marry. For ingredients you don't think they would work together, this is a really robust dish that just blends together perfectly. I'm going to add that back to the heat. As we're adding that back to the heat, we want to go back for our kosher salt. Salt to taste. I don't think you should cook with, season with salt. I think you use salt to enhance. I think herbs and spices are the best way to get the flavor out of the dish. This is our Italian seasoning. Something you can pick up at any grocery store. Savory Spice Shop has a great Italian blend that we like to use. Alright, I'm going to add some fennel. Now this is just some minced fennel. I want a very little bit of that. My minced garlic. Okay. Just my cracked black pepper. Sprinkle a little bit on there. You understand this is all the taste. I tend to use a little bit more. I like the heat. And then one last seasoning spice we're going to use on there is some crushed red pepper flake. Once again, this is something you use freely. You don't even have to put it in there if you have a sensitive palate for the heat. Alright, now you got all your ingredients in there. You want to mix those up. Look at that. Look at that coming together. It's a gorgeous dish. Alright, we're going to return that to heat. Turn it up all the way hot. When you start hearing that heat just come and you start to see the pan pop and hear it sizzle, you want to get it really hot. So we're going to deglaze this with a little bit of salt and vinegar and white wine. And that, what I mean by deglaze is that alcohol and that vinegar is going to grab all those ingredients and all those flavors that are stuck to the pan and just wrap them up and just mix and blend together so you get to taste all the ingredients together as one. Alright, so that's looking pretty hot. So I'm going to grab my balsamic vinegar. Looking at about 1/4 of a cup. Hear that start to sizzle. Man, that smells good. Alright. Now I'm going to grab my white wine. As this is coming back up to temp, I don't want to add my white wine until I get it hot again. Alright, here comes the white wine. I'd say it's about a tablespoon of white wine. You don't want much. That balsamic vinegar already has a strong taste, so you don't want two different flavors of wine clashing. Alright, we got that working. Now here comes the final step of wrapping this whole dish up in a pan. This is some honey, just some pure honey. Say about 1/8 a cup. And you want to mix that. That honey's going to glaze everything together. Alright, return it to your heat. You want to grab your plate, some fresh sliced mozzarella. This is some bread we baked up this morning. We just cut some little toast points out of it. This is great for a meal, an appetizer, side dish, whatever you want to do with this. It's a versatile dish. Like I said, if you want to have people over, have them help you shred the beets. That's always a good plan to have people help. Alright, we're going to turn our heat off. We're going to give it a couple more tosses. Oh, those smells are incredible. As soon as they create smell-o-vision, we're going to make some money. Alright, so you just want to place it on your plate. Alrighty. Let that go. Light up, presentations, everything. People eat with their eyes. Get a good shot of that, Steve. Okay. I'm going to place my toast points on here. It's nice and pretty. Next, I want to take my fresh mozzarella, lay it across my salad. Okay, take a little bit more olive oil. Spread it on there. Some kosher salt. A little bit more black pepper. And that is one truly most excellent salad. Please be sure to check out BillandTed'sExcellentCatering.com for new recipes, cooking videos, exciting news. We really appreciate all of our most excellent amigos, and thank you for letting this be a part of your family's dinner time. If you have any questions, call us at 512-945-4407. Be excellent to each other.